that's a lot of the support. Now, also, you can come back to as many seminars as you wish. The 4-day Education for Life is a cornerstone program. Just show of hands in this room who's done the 4-day at least once. Okay, look around, have a chat to some of these people, attend the 4-day, and it's a good idea to revisit that program several times. Very powerful program. It will shift your mindset, your psychology, plus you'll be exposed to even more strategies. Very powerful. If you only ever do one seminar with 21st Century, that's the one to do. Okay, and they're usually every 6 to 8 weeks, somewhere around Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, somewhere. Okay. Number 2, we have an internet and business program, so you don't have to pay any extra. It's a one-off fee to be a member, and you get all these things. You don't have to pay again to do an internet and business program. If you want to learn about that, you'll learn about that. Even if you don't want to learn about internet and business, we're going to teach you anyhow, okay? Because it's another passive income. Who here would like to make $4,000 a month or more online the next 12 to 24 months? Raise your hand. Okay? Most of you don't know how to do that right now. Is that true? You wouldn't have a clue. You haven't been taught. You're going to be taught how to do that, whether you want to do it or not, that's up to you, but at least you can have access to that, you can learn those things. It can supplement what you're doing, okay? Property and finance, to give you more depth on just property and getting finance, we do a 2-day program, so that's available to members. Some of you haven't had a chance to do that. That'll be in Brisbane later in the year. It'll also be in each capital city around Australia, so they're held several times a year. So it's just to give you more depth into those strategies if you want to go and focus more on that. We have a women's seminar once a year. Can men come? No. So it's a women's seminar. So sorry. Plus, here's a bonus for you. All new members and past members. What we are now making available, you'll also get the Internet and Business Home Study Program. So worth $2,000. You have 15 different speakers flown in from the US, Australian speakers, teaching everything they know about internet and business. You will now receive that complimentary as part of your membership. So even past members, who likes the idea of that? Okay. Here's the catch. Only catch is this, is you have to attend the Internet and Business program and you'll collect it on the day 2 of the event, okay? Why? It's an incentive to make sure you actually attend the program, learning the stuff, but also knowing that you can go home and study the information in more detail if you don't quite get everything, because seminars move pretty fast, that you've got the depth to go back over, okay? And you can attend that any time. There will be some in each capital, or most capital cities, Queensland, New South Wales, and Victoria. Over the coming 12 months, some coming up next month actually, you're welcome to attend that and pick up that program, okay? What else do you get? A whole host of new seminars we are bringing out. These are held not as often. It's up to you if you want to go as a member. They're inclusive. You don't have to pay any extra. Accounting seminar, RPA, time-rich seminar is a brand new concept I mentioned very briefly. I'm delivering a seminar on that shortly next month, and we'll be doing some more of those next year. You're welcome to go to that. That is exciting. If you want to have a millionaire's lifestyle without actually having even to become a millionaire and do it within 12 months or less, that program. You don't need any money to be an investor, and it's not even an investment strategy. It's changing what you do now to get semi-passive income just by what you're doing. Phenomenal. Then there's some other seminars, health, etc., other whole range of areas. These are held less often. You're welcome to come to those as a member at no charge. Okay? 5 years ongoing support. As I mentioned, you also have access to the forum where you can hang around. You can meet other members around Australia, around New Zealand, around the world, and you can network, etc. Who'd like to be able to meet other like-minded people that are doing these things? Because there's nothing worse than dealing with people that don't understand it. You go and buy a property and go and tell some of your friends, guess what, I just bought a property. And what are they going to think? They think, yeah, show off, boast. Who do you think you are? Just rub my nose in it. But if you're talking to someone that's out there actually investing, they're going to go, well done, congratulations, fantastic, keep going for it. They'll encourage you. So having that like-minded group, part of being a member, you get access to that at seminars, etc., but also you can keep in touch with our new social network, etc., so you can keep in touch, share ideas, help each other. So you're part of the family. What else? The 4 days, our main programs are held around the country, in New Zealand as well, and also in Fiji. Okay, so if you want to have an excuse for an exotic holiday, Fiji, Queenstown is great. Otherwise, you can do it here locally, wherever you want. Okay. Conditions to make this work. We at the 21st Century are highly committed to having you successful, but we cannot do it for you. I cannot do it for you. I can give you everything I do on the home study, every strategy, every ounce of knowledge and information I have and energy at the events, and all the other speakers are passionate, etc., will deliver as much as they can, but ultimately it's up to you to participate. Ultimately up to you to take action. okay? And we're going to make it as easy as possible. We're going to support you, etc. But you have to be committed. There's no, hoping this will work without putting effort in. There is effort, 100% commitment required, but to do anything in life, to make it success, you're going to have to do that. 2, be honest with yourself. So where you're at, where you want to go. 3, consider giving the concept of 10% of the profits you make to charity. We can't force you to do that. We just encourage you to do that. And if you're happy with what you learn at 21st Century, refer 3 other people to what we do. Spread the word, basically. And prepared to take action, no excuses. So let me ask you this question. If you could learn all these strategies in detail to know how to do it and be able to execute it, and I said to you it was all free, who would find the time to do it? Okay. So here's some good news for you, okay, and here's some bad news. Want to guess what the bad news is? It's not free. It's $25,000 deposit, okay, and then installment plans after that, okay. And it should be, but I'm going to give you a discount. Who would like a discount? Okay, here's a discount for you. The value of the program and all the things that you're getting, which I mentioned there before, is well over $20,000 worth of value. Many programs, you'll pay and invest more than what it costs for a one-off fee for 5 years of all these seminars, all these programs, just for one specific strategy. With 21st Century, you're getting dozens of strategies and ongoing education for 5 years for one-off fee. And for as little as $25 a week now, you can have the access to that education. So somebody will say, well, can I afford it? Well, can you not afford it? You think about it. How much has it cost people in the last 12 months not to know this stuff? How much has it cost them in the last few months not to know this stuff? In the last 5 years, 10 years, not to know these strategies. I tell you, it's cost them more than $25 a week. So people say they can't afford it. I'll tell you this. When my first mentor challenged me to go and invest in my education, go to some seminars, buy some DVDs and books, etc., I didn't have any money and I could use that as an excuse. Lucky I had a sister, and I borrowed $1,000 off my sister. I put it on her credit card. And remind me, please, to pay her back sometime. But I borrowed that money to go out and invest, starting in my education. I invested over $100,000. I then sold my car. I worked hard. I took out loans because 10 years ago or 15 years ago when I was starting this journey, there wasn't seminars like this. It wasn't this available in Australia. I had to travel overseas, paying a fortune, no money back guarantee, taking on that risk. And my friends thought I was crazy. But I spent a fortune at university. How many people go to university? They'll sell their car. They'll take an extra job. They'll borrow money. They'll go into debt with the government to fund the university education. It comes to their real life financial education, which is at least equal to a university education. In my life, it's been 100 times more valuable to me, a real life education. And they'll go, can I afford it? Let's face the reality. If people are committed, can they afford $25 a week? Yes or no? Absolutely no excuses. They will just do it if they're committed, okay? And that's what I was. I was committed. So if you're committed, there's no excuse you can't partake in this. And if I'm wrong, and the strategy's not as good as you say, or this is not as good as it sounds to be, then guess what? It's 100% money back guarantee. You have a full 3 months, 90-day money back guarantee. So you have effectively a risk-free education. What's your investment? Your investment is $4,995 Australian dollars, not US. And however, let me ask you this question. Who is a good decision maker? Raise your hand if you're a good decision maker. Okay, a few people are like, I'm not really sure. Gives me some feedback. This is not a very good decision maker. Okay, so you can quickly hand out the forms. So I'll just hand out some yellow forms for you quickly. Those who are guests, I know many of you already are members, so good news. You get all this ongoing. You've already paid for that. Pass these out very quickly. If you're a member, just pass them on to the guests. This is your investment. However, if you're a good decision maker, I'm going to do you a favor. And that is this.